The journey from self-destruction to reconstruction is a hard one. Self-destruction, the word in itself is an anomaly. It is surprising how much time and money we actually spend on self-destructing. If I had a penny every time I saw someone in self-destructing mode, I'd be filthy rich. I kid you not. Self-sabotage, self-harm, so many words, but the crux remains the same. It is frightening that in a world so full of possibilities, self-destruction is a law mode. Are we not reasonable enough that we would stop ourselves from falling into the dark tunnel of the abyss? Or are we not strong enough to stop ourselves from spiraling into this dark path? So many questions, yet few to none answers. Self-destruction has long-lasting effects on us. In this world, we have issues to face, challenges to win, hurdles to overcome. Such circumstances can push us over the edge. It impacts the way we behave and perceive the world. So, we develop a tendency to lash out at unfortunate times, on unfortunate beings, aka ourselves. When we feel we are being cornered, we act out. It's a reflex action to protect ourselves from the truth, pain, and fear. But sometimes, we react in unhealthy ways and our thoughts develop into something more turbulent, disturbing, negative, and sinister. This causes the downward spiral that we have all heard about. This is self-destruction in its prime. The self-destructive streak. Causes and solution. Self-destruction causes. Our brain reacts to a stimulus according to its own perseverance. When we receive the stimulus of fear, our brain goes into overdrive. Normally, when this happens, we think of ways to overcome our fear. But in this instance, all the negative thoughts reign over in our head. So, the only way we feel we might get out of the situation is if we actually make ourselves invisible. Or if we sabotage ourselves, we might not come in anyone's notice. The destructive pattern is but not limited to self-sabotage, addiction, trust issues, relationship issues, lack of control. So, any unprocessed emotion will have a negative impact on your brain and health. It can cause some very serious mental and health issues. And is one of the reasons for our destructive mode. It is only when we decide that we want to break this harmful cycle, can we be able to fully understand the extent of harm done. Solution: it's a painful journey to reconstruction. You not only have to build yourself up from the outside, but your inside is in shambles as well. When we realize the extent of the harm done, we have to take steps to ensure that we do not lose ourselves in the toxicity of our brain. So for that to happen, we have to have the will and determination to pull ourselves out of the quicksand of self-destruction. Focus on the positive aspects of life and create the determination of not losing yourself to self-sabotage. Take measures to initiate the cleansing of your brain, such as meditation and yoga. These will leave you stress-free and much more relaxed, allowing you to focus on the bigger picture. The healing steps of passion. When we focus on self-healing, the support and love we receive from our peers and people close to us are of high importance. A self-destructive person doesn't want to destroy himself. It is just the way he is wired emotionally. It is how he presumes he can help himself and be able to meet his emotional needs. An act of passion can act as a rope that ties us down when self-healing, in all the right ways. That act of passion is the act of kindness that we needed. It reignites our passion for living. It allows the seed of love to take root in our brain. And that is how we know we are loved and cared for. That someone is there for us. We are not alone in this journey. Whenever trying anything new, the first step is always the hardest. The step we put all of our energy and thought and efforts into. It might feel like we are putting our feet in our mouth. But once we take that step, things start to fall in their right places. The pressure in our mind eases. And the tension lessens in our shoulders. We deflate our problems, hateful feelings, and harmful thoughts. Feeling of wholeness. When on the path of reconstruction, as soon as the healing starts, we are consumed with this overbearing feeling. All the emotions rush in, but we are unable to name it. It's a new feeling for us. Something we never felt before, due to our self-destruction streak. It's the feeling of reconnection. The bursting of the harmful bubble we surround ourselves with beforehand, pave the way for love and care, and self-nurture. Healing brings joy into your life. But the journey isn't over yet. We still have to overcome our fears and thoughts. And accept the new relationships and feelings in our life. It's new and unrecognized territory. So, it starts with a little crack in our walls. And then those cracks grow until our walls tumble and crumble to dust. That's when the self-doubt creeps in again. And we become restless. It means something we can't control. And it is hard to embrace this uncharted territory. So, should we walk a few steps ahead? Or should we enclose ourselves back into our self-constructed shelves? That is the deciding point of our journey. We have the power to decide our fate and which path we want to follow. The chosen path. So, now we are at the point where our choice will make us or break us. In one way, there is hope, love, care, new relationships, a new day. On the other hand, it's the familiar tone, the known feelings, hate, fear, and emotional instability. Now we have confined a way out of self-destruction. The path to healing requires commitment. The drive to be better. Trust in our instincts. The strewn and tangled wreckage that litters our lives is the precious raw material from which great beginnings are forged. The light that will darken the deepest, darkest tunnel of our mind, is the acceptance of ourselves. Trust your instincts and your intuition. Know that it will never guide you wrong. Accepting a helping hand, putting your faith in a positive outcome, will do wonders for your soul. Know that you are not alone. You are loved. You are wanted. Hold on to those feelings. Those words of acceptance. And you will be able to walk the journey knowing that you will reach the end. And what a beautiful end it will be, a step into a new journey.